the real flesh, and we give it to the people out there to eat it out. So why did you opt to join hands for this particular program, the Youth Manifesto, and of course seeking to hear the voices of the young people of Westnile?
Thank you for that. In Uganda, when somebody mentions young people or youth, there are different things that come into somebody's mind. I think this even from our leaders, from our elders, one thing that the negative perception was young people are disorganized. Are disorganized. So this is a platform to organize and mobilize young people. We tell our leaders now here, this is our agenda from organized people. What do you do? What are you going to do for us? But more so, it is put something on record. That's why even it has come after the start of this Kisanja.
Yes, the new Kisanja or the new term.
So would be now evaluating what has the government done for us.
Perhaps if I ask you a question, isn't it too early to begin evaluating? Isn't it too early to put a sword on the neck of the elected leaders?
We are not putting a sword. Actually, it's not too early. As I said, we are going now to meet Kisanja. We would be now evaluating what have I done for us. But remember, on the National Youth Manifesto, consultations even were done in Westnile. So as Westnile, we are trying to get more organized. We don't want to get lost into the ocean. Yet here we have a lake. So it is now to redefine our key asks from the National Youth Manifesto. And you know, before that we had COVID-19, contexts have changed. What are new things that we would want our leaders to do? Consolidate together and put it to them. And how we did it differently, so to engage leaders, our leaders, into these key consultations, such that they own up this living document. And it will be our scorecard as young people moving forward towards the next Kisanja. We will be scoring. And where they underscore or overscore, we shall give feedback to the young people. And these are the right holders.
So if I may ask a little bit, I clearly get you out there, you outflow. The young people of Westnile were consulted. I clearly want to understand, did you participate in the consultation as they were making the Women Manifesto? Because me, I can testify, when the Women Agenda, the Women's Manifesto 2021 to 2026 was formed, I participated as a person, I participated as a leader. So did you people observe, how was the participation of the young people while they were consulting them? And these people, the things that are put, I want you to split for me out that, yes, at least from what has been put out as the youth agenda, this is what came out from the young people of Westnile.
It was a consultative process from really the grassroots in 2020, and it was a process led by YC, Youth Coalition on Electoral Democracy.
Yeah.
And by then there was also a platform that was bringing up young people organizations in democracy work and social accountability. That was platform for youth in politics. Unfortunately, it was also crossed by the government, but it was a process. And one thing is, things we see that were in the national, that are in the National Youth Manifesto, they are the same issues that are coming.
What are some of those critical issues?
Number one, we look at in the region. We see in the region, when you move, like when you're entering Westnile region, you can see yourself how our infrastructure is really not good. Even some young people who are scoring on 4 parameters: achievements, the gaps, and recommendations. Some young people are like, it's as if Westnile is not part of Uganda. Nothing has been done. You get?
Yes.
But of course we see some things have been done, and we commend the government and our leaders.
What are some of the things that you as Action Aid, a partner in this and a champion of the voice of the young people, what are some of the things that you could really stand out and say, yes, at least the government has achieved this?
It is now the fast tracking process is that it's doing to connect
Yes.
Oh, sorry for that. To connect the region on the national grid.
Yes.
There are these works that are being done on the Pakwati Road. You see, it is something that I see the government now is willing, but when you go here, this road that brings in a lot of revenue to Padea, when you move into schools, I tell you in Westnile, there are schools where learners sit on stones to take lessons. I'm being objective on this.
Yes, yes.
Learners sitting on stone to take. Now we ask ourselves, are these learners on the same level to compete with those in Kampala who have our young people to compete in this highly competitive job market?
Exactly.
Do they have the right skills? Do they have the right experience? Do we have institutions in the region that will help to place these learners to learn, to get a skill in terms of training, in terms of internship?
Yes.
So those are the key asks. We go now to the sector of agriculture. We go to the sector of agriculture. We ask our young people, really, we try to make, there is one young person who was saying, one way to improve agriculture, to make it attractive to young people, is to make agriculture sexy. When you see...
So, what did that person mean by making agriculture sexy? Are you not going to say that we should have slave farmers?
Yeah, when you go on TV, you will see most of adverts,
yes,
even programs. They try to make it sexy, you get?
Yes.
But to a young people, to a young person, making agriculture sexy, but are they protected? You get? You know, this is a child who's trying to walk. But you go now into the field. I was mentioning this, the recent research has it that half of the Ugandan products, the agricultural inputs, are counterfeit, are fake. The seedlings, most of them are fake. Me, I had my neighbor, he planted half an acre of maize here in the field, but there are only 3 that came out. So it is. It's really shameful.
Yes.
And this is a young person. Now just imagine you've saved your little earnings and you venture into that. You will be disappointed.
Yes, if
They'll be disappointed.
Thank you so much. If you go back to the manifesto of the government in power right now, the NRM government in power, yes, they talked about issues of employment, they talked about science and technology, infrastructure development. What is the assessment about the young people in regards to some of the key areas that the NRM government that was elected in 2021 as look at?
Yeah, the baseline was by then. We had a gap of unemployment, which was very huge. And after 2021 to 2022, this is almost mid-term of implementation of the manifesto.
Yes.
So to assess, even you as a person, what has been achieved. Of course, the government has done something. Through industrialization, we see citizens, not only young people, citizens, are getting jobs. And
but our focus should be to the young people.
Young people in Westnile.